Welcome to the Deep Dive, part of On This Day in Grateful Dead history. Today, we're jumping into a review of May 27th, 1993, Cal Expo, Sacramento.
Yeah, this comes from GratefulDeadBook.com. And what we're trying to do here really is just unpack this review, get a sense of the show's vibe,
Right, the highlights, the energy, without needing the full multi-hour listen right this second.
Exactly. Give you a feel for why the show stood out.
And the reviewer doesn't hold back. They're calling it outstanding, pure magic, even a high-energy, full-throttle performance.
Yeah, and they actually say, if you're someone who usually skips the later years, maybe give this one a shot. That's pretty strong for 93.
Definitely grabs your attention. And it makes sense. This show ended up on an official release, right? Road Trips.
That's it. Road Trips, Volume 2, Number 4. Paired to the night before. So clearly, something special was happening.
Okay, so let's get into it. The first set, the review says it kicks off in full celebration mode.
Mm-hmm. With an extra funky shakedown street. Sets a real tone, deep groove, long, loose jam right out of the gate.
Nice. But then it shifted, apparently, into some older tunes.
Yeah, that's what's interesting, especially for 93. The review mentions this run of rare songs, classics that weren't really in the regular rotation much by then.
So things you wouldn't necessarily expect back to back.
Exactly. And the playing. The reviewer says they were just locked in playing with clear joy. Every moment was pure gold.
Any specific standouts mentioned?
Let's see. The same thing was called Gritty. Dire Wolf apparently had an extra bounce.
Okay.
And High Time was breathtakingly emotional. Oh, and Bobby's masterpiece called one of the best versions out there.
Wow, high praise across the board there. What about Cumberland Blues? That's another older one.
Right. Apparently it started a little tentatively, but then, boom, hit a phenomenal stride.
And get this, the review makes a point of saying Jerry was visibly beaming.
Yeah. Looking like he was feeling great. Which, seeing Jerry happy on stage in 93, that's definitely something fans notice.
Absolutely. That vibe seems key to why the reviewer calls it maybe one of the best first sets of the year.
Yeah, it sounds like it really clicked.
So how did the second set follow that up? The review says it took things to another level entirely.
It sounds like it. Kicked off with a pretty unusual pairing. Picasso Moon into Fire on the Mountain.
Picasso into Fire, okay.
Yeah. Picasso Moon was apparently shockingly hot, Phil's bass, thundering, a wild jam.
And then melting into fire.
Mm-hmm. Which they called one of the best.
Yeah.
Everything was melting in surreal waves. Just intense.
Sounds like it. Then Wave to the Wind brought things down a bit.
Briefly, yeah. Kind of grounded it. But then came what the reviewer calls the true moment of liftoff.
Which was?
Cassidy. And here's the thing. It was in the second set.
Oh, that is rare for Cassidy, especially by 93.
Super rare. Only the third time ever in the second set, apparently. And the review suggests that placement really opened it up. Played with ease and expansiveness, jams stretching out, vocals soaring.
That's really cool. A different feel for the song.
Totally. And then, just as you think Cassidy's winding down, Jerry slides into Uncle John's band.
No way. Just like that.
Yep. The review says the place just erupted. And the jam that followed was glowing.
Man, that transition must have been something.
And they played with attention, too. Jerry apparently teased Cassidy twice after starting Uncle John's.
Oh, teasing the return.
Yeah. Before Bobby finally brought back that last Cassidy verse.
Yeah.
A massive release, the review calls it.
Okay, that's some serious second set drama. What came after all that?
Drum space.
Mentioned some eerie MIDI textures there. Then the other one emerges like a force of nature.
Classic.
Followed by a beautifully played and redeeming Wharf Rat, and the set Closer.
Sugar Magnolia.
Yeah. But apparently surged with absolute fire. Really amped. The reviewer called it an all-time favorite version. Just nonstop energy then. And the encore, not the usual broke down.
Nope. Total curveball. A blistering Gloria.
Gloria.
Wow. Yeah, described as a real exclamation point. High-powered, electrifying, and totally unforgettable. Sounds like they left nothing behind.
So recapping this review, it paints a picture of a really dynamic 93 show. Funky start, rare classics played with joy, Jerry beaming.
Right, then that wild second set with the rare Cassidy, the Uncle John surprise, the intense jams.
And capped off with that totally unexpected Gloria. It really makes the reviewer's point. Don't just dismiss these later shows. Magic could still happen.
Definitely seems like it did that night. And hey, if you want to explore more shows from this week in Grateful Dead history, remember those listening guides are available, links in the bio.
So a final thought for you listening. What is it about an unexpected encore like Gloria or putting a song like Cassidy in a rare spot that makes a show feel so special? And does hearing how stoked this reviewer was make you more curious to check out this specific 93 recording? Something to think about.